Why didn't the chicken cross the road?
Because it didn't.
Because there's a KFC on the other side.
I didn't know that was coming.
Yeah, literally, we sat down.
I was about. It took me about 0.10 seconds to realize he was doing this for an intro, and then I was about to shout him saying, "Can you hurry up and do the intro?"
Because I literally said, "1 second, I just need to check on my phone." I just searched chicken customer road jokes. She had no clue. I went to do the intro, and I did that. The reason why did I do that? I did that because this is 5 ways British American humour. It's very different. So
should be 5 ways. James and Millie's humour is very different.
Yeah, this. Oh, I've just turned the light down a little bit. Oh, is that too dark? What's too dark? The thing is, the camera quality is quite awful at the moment. I don't know why this camera's awful. Do you know what I mean? It's fuzzy. I don't know why. Anyway, it's British versus American humour.
Like 25 to 10.
Yeah, the lighting isn't great. Maybe up a little bit. Oh.
This is why we don't edit our videos, guys.
Oh.
You're just seeing this.
There we go. Right, we're getting. Do you know what? I'm not even going to edit this. We're just going to have fun with this one. Because it's American humour. Maybe you can laugh at us. I don't think that was funny. My joke definitely wasn't funny. That isn't British humour, by the way. It's just just part of the chicken customer road joke, and I searched it. Should we get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it. 5 ways.
Smash the like button, guys. Smash the subscribe button. 5 ways. British American humour is very different. What's your opinion on that?
I think our humour is kind of like borderline bullying.
I think, guys, is take the piss out of your mates, take the mick out of yourself. Like say,
which may appear like we're being rude to our friend. Like, if you get what I mean.
I'm just leaving the light in the bad, by the way.
Yeah, it kind of might appear that we're being rude or being harsh, but it's
sarcastic.
Not. Yeah, very sarcastic. Very.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Americans are probably more blunt humour.
Yeah, I think it's more like normal humour.
Yeah, no, which, by the way, is no issue with either way. I enjoy both. Hopefully you legends enjoy both as well. Whatever you like at the end of the day.
It's funny, isn't it?
Exactly, so much funny. It is funny. You ready to get into it?
Yeah.
5 ways. British and American humour is very different. Do the Americans have the bants?
The bants.
This line's really annoying me, by the way, so I'm going to edit it one more time as we get in, but it's amazing. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
The bants.
Labels are a funny thing, aren't they? And I should know because I get labelled all the time, right? America's finest British import, YouTube sensation, the world's most modest man. But there's one label that gets thrown my way that's taken a bit of getting used to. And that label, ladies and gentlemen, is comedian.
He's
While
quite funny at times.
researching the accuracy of that claim, my producers found that 73% of all my humour happens by accident, something they were adamant I should not be telling my audience. All right, shut up now. I'm going to talk to YouTube. If there is any truth to this label, if people really do respond to my work by doing this, laugh, then maybe I should produce another video on the subject.
For the first 26 years of my existence, I lived exclusively on an island to the north of France. That island is called the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, or just Airstrip 1 for short.
I was completely and utterly a little bit happy with my life there. Then, quite unexpectedly, came Act 2, my move to the United States. For 8 years, I lived in Indiana, followed by 6 years in the great state of Chicago, just north of Illinois.
Yeah.
And so the Midwest has been my home for the better part of 14 years, and hopefully many more to come. When you take into account everything I've said in the first 60 seconds of this elaborate motion picture, you might arrive at the same conclusion as me, that it's time to hear the truth about British versus American humour from someone who's lived it, Bob Hope. Sadly, after blowing our travel budget shooting that 2-second soundbite in Bob's home state of Ohio, my researchers suddenly remembered that the English-born comedian was no longer alive. So the task ultimately fell to me. To help recover those costs, we're asking for your help by supporting Lost in the Pond on Patreon at...
Check out our Patreon as well. We've got a baby coming. Bob Hope must be a comedian, a British comedian. He did say that, so I never heard of him before our time, I think. Sad that he's not around anymore. Check out our Patreon in the comments below. It just reminded me because I looked at the screen. By the way...
Sad that he's not around anymore. Check out our Patreon.
we streamed last night, as a lot of you legends will know. Check out our streams every Friday.
Oh, what were you doing this morning, James?
And then I woke up at 5:30 and golfed. So I am so tired right now.
And then I think I finished him off because I dragged him out to do food shopping.
Oh, I mean, I went food shopping and now I am ready for bed. But I'm enjoying this. It's Lost in the Pond. Let's check it out.
Patreon.com/Lost in the Pond. Anyway,
/ the
without
Beesleys,
further
or
ado,
Beesley.
here at last is the
Link in
truth about
description.
British versus American humour, or humour as it's spelled in America. One of the chief accusations that you'll hear from the British is that Americans don't understand sarcasm.
Yeah.
That to them, the concept of irony is reserved for the nation's industrial workers. That was a joke about iron. But this has never been my experience. Long before I moved to the United States, I recognized these very traits in the Onion, both the satirical rag and the vegetable, whose comedy doesn't get enough credit for how multi-layered it is. I found instead that British sarcasm and its US counterpart are two highly abundant species with completely different features. British humour is more subtle, often delivered without a nod and a wink to clue in the recipient. No, it's not at all unsettling to receive emails from strangers on the internet inviting me to stay at their house just outside of Sheboygan. This partially describes my own brand of humour and explains why I definitely don't have American friends. On the other hand, American sarcasm is more playful, but no less...
Lawrence is definitely a sarcastic, witty, British type of humour person on his videos. Which,
100%.
no issue at all. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Less biting. It's often executed with a knowingly exaggerated smile. Wow, an invite to stay at your secluded house in the woods, 2 hours away from civilization. Where do I sign up? Sorry about that. That was the best I could do.
That was good.
That was
to be
good.
fair.
In the past, I've often accused America from shying away from innuendo. But this is unfair. After all, just this week I encountered a new store in Indiana named Uranus Fudge Factory, which bears the tagline, "The best fudge comes from Uranus."
Wow.
On top of that, the country is home to many rude place names, including PP Township, Butts County, Georgia, and Big Bone, Kentucky.
Ooh,
but in
Big
my
Bone,
experience,
Kentucky,
Americans are just a little bit less receptive
Maybe I
to
should be
so-called
there,
toilet humour than the British. And there's no shame in that. After all, innuendo is the bedrock of British society. A language so palpable, it penetrates us everywhere we go. That was not an example. From the euphemistic wordplay of William Shakespeare to the bawdy Cockney songs of Elsa Lanchester, Britain has a storied history of improbably veiling a sex joke underneath words like gazebo. And whenever I resort to such highbrow comedy, Americans, particularly here in the Midwest, will respond in one of three ways. By emitting nervous laughter, by saying the letters TMI, or by escorting me out of the Allen County Public Library. In 2022, one area
I
I'd
tell
have
you what,
to give
he's
American...
up this production for this video. This video has been like proper production.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. It's an old one though.
The edge is slapstick, a form of comedy defined by pratfalls, painful mishaps, and exaggerated delivery. And I know what you're thinking. Whoa, 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 Lawrence, don't go changing your catchphrases again. But you're also thinking that the average American isn't routinely brought down by a carefully placed banana skin while trying to outwit a dastardly and maniacal fiend by the name of Chuckles.
That's definitely
that
children
stuff
comedy,
is just
that.
on TV.
Yeah.
And this is true. Many of the comedic differences that separate our two countries play out in accordance with a script. And slapstick is no different. Now, I'm not going to stand here and tell you that Britain doesn't have its own bumbling, buffoonish characters that orchestrate
definitely.
one outrageous catastrophe after another. I mean, I think we've all seen the news this week. And of course, my
So
homeland
I think,
has given us...
perfect example. The Bean. Mr. Bean. He's very slapstick, isn't he?
Yeah.
Very slapstick. Which,
Yeah.
but I like slapstick. But banana falling is definitely very children. When I said
Yeah.
children, I remember banana slipping. But slapstick, there's a place for it in the world.
the likes of Charlie Chaplin, Benny
I was
Hill,
thinking
and
Charlie
Mr.
Chaplin.
Bean.
Yeah.
Moreover,
Mr. Bean.
early slapstick can be traced back to Shakespeare's comedy of errors or the English Punch and Judy shows. Not to
Judy?
mention the still popular Christmas pantomimes featuring celebrities that were once famous in the 90s
Every
and Ben
year.
from X Factor. But American film and television takes it to a different level. Back before humans came up with colours, American motion pictures were churning out slapstick legend after slapstick legend, including Buster Keaton, Oliver Hardy, Roscoe Arbuckle, Mabel Normand, The Three Stooges, The Marx Brothers, Abbott and Costello, and
Ooh, we've
Goofy,
seen Abbott and
who
Costello.
admittedly doesn't count. More recently, two of the greatest comedies ever made, Airplane and Naked
Seen
Gun, made considerable use of...
Let us know if you want us to check out Naked Gun.
Not seen that.
Never seen it. We've seen Airplane. It's on the
It
movie
gives me
channel.
the same vibe as Airplane.
Oh, this is two videos in a row.
That's been Airplane
Completely
mentioned.
different titles. Airplane's in it, and we're shouting out the movie channel. Link in
weird.
description. Check it out.
That
It's good.
is
That
weird
is
to
weird,
me.
isn't it? The Naked Gun. Let us know if we should check it out.
slapstick And today the art form finds itself not just within the realm of comedy, but in Marvel films, pro wrestling, and the US Senate.
The US Senate.
Surreal humour, comedy that employs absurdist themes in order to subvert the norms of reasoning, is something that's long been associated with Britain. And onions. One of the most famous examples of this is Monty Python, which brought us the Dead Parrot sketch, the Lumberjack song, and the Ministry of Silly Walks.
Never seen
I've
Monty
heard it
Python
said
either.
that Monty Python is too sophisticated for Americans, that the funniest joke in the world would yield little more than a chuckle. But this seems at odds with the rate at which Americans tell me that no other comedy comes close. Don't believe me? John Cleese himself said as much 3 years ago.
Wow.
Monty
to be
Python.
fair, I think I've heard in the comments people going like, I think we've mentioned we've not seen Monty Python before, and like, I know like, oh, how have you not seen Monty Python? Apparently it's hilarious and it's British.
Okay.
We don't watch many movies.
No.
Which we will be watching more.
Probably definitely watch more American movies than we do British, so.
Yeah, it's just the influence of the world, isn't it?
Or Monty Python, as Americans would say, was a British cultural phenomenon whose impact on America was bettered perhaps only by the Beatles and Lost in the Pond. And while Britain has gifted us other absurdist heavyweights like the Young Ones, the Mighty Boosh and the Day to Day, it would be absurd in itself to ignore America's own contributions, which include not just the Naked Gun and Airplane, but Adult Swim, Portlandia and Dream Home Makeover.
We haven't seen a lot of these things.
Every now
Dream Home
and then,
Makeover
amid the
sounds
general
good, though.
sense of laughter, comedy can take you to places you didn't expect.
Yep.
Like Ohio. Are you really sure you can't tell that this is Illinois? But it can also take you to an emotional place. A place you might not ordinarily associate with a comedy club or a sitcom. It's a character suddenly lifting the veil on his or her sadness, loneliness, or fears. It's David Brent begging for his job back. It's Edmund Blackadder going over the top. Nan's last scene in the royal family. The final shot of Fresh Prince. The Golden Girls saying goodbye. And That Funny Feeling by Bo Burnham.
Royal Family, Fresh Prince. They're the ones I've seen. Not all the way through, just episodes.
Not seen any.
You've never seen Fresh Prince?
Nope.
You've never seen Royal Family?
Nope.
Yo, I think you have. I swear we had a conversation about it. Not like a conversation, but we saw pictures. Oh, that's good.
I've never seen the Royal Family.
Oh, okay. Fresh Prince, though. You know the song, don't you?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
this
yeah.
is... Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
know
just-
the song, I just don't know the people.
Well, I've seen a few episodes of it. I've seen quite a few episodes of Fresh Prince. My dad used to watch Royal Family, so I've seen a few of them. The rest of them, I've not seen either UK or US Office. And you've not seen any of these. Wow. At least I've seen two. That's
Yeah,
bad.
that's
That
good.
is poor from you.
That is Mr. Bean, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's not Mr. Bean in Mr. Bean.
No, I know, but he is.
Is
he
it
plays Rowan Atkinson, isn't it?
Is it? Is that who it is? Because he plays Johnny English as well. And I was about to call him Johnny English, but obviously
Rowan
that's a
Atkinson
movie.
is his right.
This video's a shambles, by the way.
Yeah.
I really... If this is the first time you've watched us, I actually apologise.
Yeah, that's probably.
I genuinely apologise.
It's when the laughter dies down and you're standing there wondering if you really are a comedian or if you're forever doomed to play out that fantasy in your bedroom like you did when you were 12 before you knew the meaning of the word self-employed and tax return.
That's so funny. That's so sad. Sorry, Lance.
Before putting this video together, I briefly determined that British comedy, with its penchant for the understated, probably had a finer grasp of comedic pathos than its American counterpart.
Okay.
But in listing off those examples just now, I'm not sure that's true. At the heart of all good comedy, irrespective of its country of origin, is a depiction of the human condition. And for once, I'm not talking about bowel movements. What I'm saying is British and American comedy have an equal ability to punch you in the gut. I might be talking about bowel movements. And on that note, thank you for watching this video on British versus American comedy. As it happens, I test out most of my jokes on Twitter, where you can follow me at Lost in the Pond US, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that I don't have to. Until the next video.
Check out Lost in the Pond. We should do Twitter more.
Yeah, we don't use Twitter so much.
Yeah, we should start tweeting more. It's just time of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm off for a year.
You are for years, so maybe we'll tweet more. Smash that button, guys. Smash the subscribe button. We mentioned the other day in a video about doing a Popeyes. We're definitely going to do that one with the UK now, aren't we?
Yeah,
So that's
definitely,
exciting. Look forward to that. I do really apologise. This is not on launch one, but it was a great video. I don't think we were in, I don't know, headspace? Awake enough? I don't know.
I liked it.
No, I enjoyed it. I just mean for the viewers. I think this is just the most shambolic reaction
I think
ever.
for all light situation, I think it was just shambolic.
Yeah, we do.
Well, we love Lawrence.
We love Lawrence. It was an awesome video. I think I'm just very tired. And we're always honest with you, legends. We'll tell you it as it is, straight up. What's your video?
Have a fantastic day.
Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and we'll see you, legends, in the next one. Peace.